Hi, students. Welcome to Remote Learning Day 2. This is a quick announcement about our upcoming assignments. We have 2 individual assignments that are due today, that's the 23rd, and next week, Thursday, that's the 30th. And I thought I'd quickly review those so that you're familiar with them and know what's going on. So I will quickly share my screen. A second. And alrighty, should be sharing my screen. So the first assignment is listed as an individual assignment and it's on our Blackboard site. It's due today, that's Thursday the 23rd at 5 o'clock, I believe. And it's a really basic assignment that relates to the material that I covered on January 21 in lecture. It focuses on studies that have been done by a researcher named Larry Young. And the studies that have been done on prairie voles and pair bonding. So it's pretty straightforward stuff. You watch a couple of videos, you read a little article, and then address some questions. We're also thinking about lab work versus field work, proximate versus ultimate questions. And at the end of this assignment, the 5th question asks you to find a research article that relates or that studies the role of oxytocin or vasopressin on behavior in humans. There's a ton of research out there, but be careful, make sure that you get a peer-reviewed research article. That is an article that explains an experiment that the authors did. So it shouldn't be a review article. A review article would be an article that says, hey, I've looked at, I've compiled a list of all the studies on oxytocin and social behavior in humans, and this is what I've found. That's not what I want you to find. I want you to find an actual experiment, an article that describes an experiment that the authors recently did, studying the role of oxytocin or vasopressin in some aspect of social behavior in humans. And then you'll turn it in. Assignment 2 is due next week, Thursday. That's January 30 at 5 o'clock again. And it's a follow-up on our first assignment. So assignment 2 is called Oxytocin, Vasopressin, and Social Cognition in Humans. And your job in assignment 2 is to find a current research article from a peer-reviewed journal that focuses on oxytocin, vasopressin, and social behavior in humans. This can be the very same article you found in assignment 1. But take note, it needs to be a research-based article that talks about experiments that the authors did. And it needs to be an article that you can understand. That's not terribly detailed and terribly long, because what you're going to do with it is you're going to create a short slideshow that you could use if you were going to talk about this article to students in our animal behavior class. In our evolution of social behavior class. And the slideshow can be somewhere between 5 and 10 slides long, but it needs to include these things here. All right, so you'll want to include the reference. You'll need to include pictures or diagrams that you've created. Figures from the text itself or from the article itself are super helpful, and explanations of those. You can have notes. I forget what those are called, notes at the bottom of your slides, speaker notes, something like that. And you can have those as well. And then you submit your Google slideshow. Just make sure when you submit the Google slideshow that you've shared it so that anyone with the link can view the slideshow. And I'll get to see it, and I'll see what interesting article you've found. And I'm excited about that. So this is due next week, Thursday, January 30 at 5 p.m. And I can answer questions about it next week as well. All right, I will quit on this assignment video if I can get back to where I was. Okay, Thanks. We'll see you in the next video, I guess.